Hi guys, I have a haul to share with you today. It's from my usual estate sales, thrift stores. I think I have some Hobby Lobby, a couple things from Dollar Tree, and I do have a few things from my craft reuse store, which is what I'll start with. To be honest with you, my reuse store is not all that great, and I probably won't go back for another year if I go at all. But I'll show you the few things I did get. They have a Stuff-A-Bag. If you go into the basement, you can fill a bag for $10 or $3.50, but that bag is much smaller. So I usually stuff one for 10, but they did not have much to pick from. So did I get my money's worth? Probably not, but that's okay. The rest we'll just call a donation. But I picked up a few fabric scraps. Most of them are Christmas. This one has gingerbread houses on it, and I thought, well, it's enough to make a side pocket, and I like using fabric. Of course, who doesn't love Rudolph? You can make a small tag out of that. I'd probably cut it off there. Just a little piece of squiggle. Small square that says joy. Hello Kitty. I probably won't use that one. Red and green stripe. Here's some penguins. They're kind of cute. This looks a little more vintage. Teddy bears and toys on there. Some more teddy bears. Maybe somebody was making a quilt or something. It does have some fusing on the back, so they were doing something with it. I thought that was really, really sweet. The Christmas lights. I wish I had more, but that's the only piece I got of that. Some more Christmas lights. More teddy bears. This one's glittery. Not really my thing, but it's kind of nice. Very traditional poinsettia. Someone cut it into a circle. Was making something. I love him, and I could only find one. Oh, sweet face on that teddy bear. That'd look cute on a cover of a journal. Santa Claus, not really my style. This was different because it's in muted, almost pastel colors. I guess that's a partridge and a pear tree, I guess, is different. Here somebody started to embroider, it looks like a wreath on one of those sewing machines. So I thought, well, maybe I could, make a tag out of that. Some more red and green. This is holly leaves with holly berries, but it's just done in red and white. There's no green in that one. Just a little unique. Some snowflakes. Snowmen. And then we have some red, white, and blue, which I'll put away for next year for 4th of July journal. I love this because it really screams patriotic without saying patriotic. More of that. And more. And that was it for the fabric. I like to use spray adhesive for my fabric, and I mount it onto cardstock so I can do multiples of those on one sheet of cardstock and make tags. I picked up just a couple pieces of yarn. I don't have anything that's pastel, so it was part of the fill-a-bag, so I tossed it in. Now this I did pay separately for. It wasn't part of the fill-a-bag. It was $5 and it caught my eye. And the girl checked me out, even said, ooh, that's cute. And it's a Victorian house, and I just loved it. And I like the corresponding pieces that go with it. I think I have something very similar to that, and of course the frame. So it wasn't bad for $5. That, to me, that was worth it. I hope it cuts well. I'm guessing that it will. I've ordered some from Temu that they don't look so great. But and I have to admit, I have a thing for Rick Rack, and they sell it at the craft reuse store for 50 cents if it's in a pack. So I picked up white because I like the wide stuff, and this one's really wide. This is like a gold color. I thought would be nice for fall. I don't have any of that. Orange for Halloween. I typically don't use the baby Rick Rack because it's just a pain to glue down without having glue ooze everywhere. But it's nice for tassels. I thought this was a unique color. It's almost like a flesh tone. So I got that, and of course, more white. I have so much Rick Rack, it's ridiculous, but I keep buying it. I can't stop myself. I found this pad of Toodles. I assume it's for teachers. And it says, Toodles are the opposite of tattles. So I guess if you say something nice about somebody, you got recognized for it, and maybe this would get sent home to your parent. I'm guessing. I don't know. But if I do a back to school journal or anything, I could stick that in there. I only came across two patterns. They're not vintage, but the kids on the front were pretty cute, and I would like to do a journal about girls. I've done 2 boys, but I've yet to do girls, so I got these for that. I found a map of Long Island. Might make a page out of it. I found this Better Homes and Gardens Encyclopedia of Cooking. I don't know what year it's from. Special edition volume 8. So that explains why it starts on page 899. So I don't know what year it's from because that front page was torn out. But great images. Kind of has an odd odor to it. Does it say in the back? No. Beet jellied gefilte fish. Yeah, I don't think I'd try that one. But I like the cover. Part of Stuff a Bag, so I threw it in there. And then I also found this Country Home, an Old-Fashioned Christmas. And I got this simply for the images. Maybe that. I like the pages, got the Christmas tree out, aren't glossy. Country theme isn't really my style. I like vintage, but not so much country. Let's see, what year is this from? Does it say? 92. So old, but not that old. And then I just picked up a wad of file folders. I could have gotten more, but I didn't feel like reaching over a bunch of boxes and whatnot to get to them, so I just grabbed what I could, and that's what I came home with to use for the backs of tags. then this is from Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby, I think Goodwill. I wanted to show you guys these. They have at Dollar Tree right now. Instead of in a 2-pack, they come out in 3. And these are great to hold little loose bits. And I like that the lids lock on. Also, if you store a deck of cards in there, they don't get all bashed up. So I like to have these around just for storage. This is also from Dollar Tree, this washi tape. I didn't need it, but I don't have any this wide. And I like that one. This one looks more floral. I'm not going to bother to open it. You know for the most part what washi tape looks like. They had this fabric I thought was nice for fall. I would have loved to have seen a little bit of green in there, but or purple maybe. But anything plaid, anything check, sign me up. Got that. And then they also had all of their seeds on sale or clearance for 15 cents a pack. So I saw the pumpkin, those go really fast. And then I also have some vegetable ones in there. But I got them for journals. I won't plant them. But that's perfect for a Halloween journal. So run before they're gone. Because it seems the pumpkin ones get picked over. I found this at a thrift store. It's lace. It was never used. Thought that was pretty. This is also from Dollar Tree, the Hello My Name Is. And this was the only pack of them that actually had that printed on there. All the rest are just, you know, plain solid at the top of the stripes. So I think this might have been old stock, and all the new stock, they're just plain. So I have some old ones of these in blue, I believe. So I got the red ones. Thing you won't be able to find them with Hello My Name Is unless you go to Office Max or whatever. And then at Hobby Lobby, I found these mini cutouts. They're 3-inch circles. I think these were 40 off, and they were in the teacher section at the front of the store. They come in those colors, and I thought, oh, it's just a time saver. I do have a circle cutter. I don't have a punch that's that big, but I do have a circle cutter. But this just saves time. So for the $1, whatever they cost, sure, why not? And then I also found these felt leaves. I thought they would be cute and add texture to a fall journal. And I like the colors that they have, the deeper red and still have green in there. Got those. And then all their Fiskars stuff was 40% off. So 2 blades for $9. Do I need them right now? No. But seeing they were 40% off, I got them. Because I'd rather get the money off than pay full price for it. And I also got these pumpkin stickers there, which I thought were pretty. This I picked up at a thrift store. I don't remember which one. Just little butterfly appliques. And I found this loose leaf blank music sheet paper. I have, I think, like half sheets, smaller ones, but I didn't have the full. So I got that. And then this is from Goodwill. I got 2 packs. They're kind of browns and creams. And I just used my last sheet of like a cream color, so I picked them up. $2.31. I didn't think that was bad. They're from what Michaels. But I would never think to pick up these colors. So for $2.31, yeah, I got it. All right, and then I have this. This was also from the craft reuse store, and I think it's like vintage Dollar Tree. It's Teaching Tree, which is definitely Dollar Tree. But, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't recall ever seeing this there. And I looked for a year on it, and I couldn't find one. But I thought it would be nice to make a journaling card and just cut the letters out. And it was part of the stuff bag, so I was trying to find anything I could that I might use just to fill up the bag. And then last but not least, I have what I found at 2 estate sales this past week. And one had, yeah, my weakness, rickrack, and a bunch of it. So I picked up brown. It's the wide stuff that I like. That was all that was there. Here's some purple trim. There's purple rickrack, and then these 2 other trims. Lavender I really liked. Here's some more baby rickrack, but great for tassels. A pain in the butt to glue down, though. Here's a pretty blue and gold, like a or maybe a Wedgwood blue. Quarter was written on it, and it was from Penny's. Huh. Another baby rickrack and a paler light blue. And this is navy, and I don't think I have any navy at all, regardless of the size. And that's from Penny's too. Here's some black and white. Actually, it says brown and white, but it looks black to me. I think I already have some of that. And then this is a black and silver rickrack. Some more Wedgwood blue and light blue or baby blue. That will be great for a baby journal, I think. And that's the medium size, which I like to use as well. And then this is black, the larger. Here's more red with the gold in there. It's not really rickrack, but I like it. Some more blue. We have pink. If I took all that I could find, actually. And some more. This is black and silver again. Then there was some of this crochet trim, which is nice. Soft. Some more Wedgwood. I'm guessing this might be around from the 80s or 90s, just by the color was so popular back then. And then also black. And one of the estate sales had postcards for $1. I only found 3. But a rare white squirrel for a woodland journal. Legoland. I did 2 game and toy journals already, but I like the way the back of the postcard was, so I got that one. And Aloha, just because that flower was so pretty. Oh, look at that. That's nice on the back too. Well, I guess if I ever do a tropical, there we go. Could use that. And I found Crazy 8s. I have never come across this before. Have Old Maid and all the other ones, but I never found Crazy 8s. It's the first time I've seen it. I don't think I even remember how to play it, but it doesn't look like they were ever used. The container is yellowed with age, but these were in perfect perfect condition. It's another weakness, is decks of cards or card games. And at the same sale that had all the rickrack, I found all these beads in these little bags. So I'm guessing that it was 39 cents. They're already strung. And you must have been able to buy them like we would used to buy ribbon, you know, measure it out and pay for so much. I don't know where or who sold it like that. Was it fabric stores? I couldn't find 39 cents. 3 by 6. I don't know what that means. They're all the same. 39 cents. I got them because they're strung already. I would not have the patience to string beads this little. So I hope they don't fall off because I don't want to have to restring them. Some more blue. And I thought these were pretty. Craft and Hobby Supply. AC, I have no idea where that's from. And they were 55 cents. Blue. A lilac color. Almost like a blue-gray color. Coral, those are very pretty. Those are 55. This is 3.5 millimeter. I wonder where that's from. And then there's pink. Catan's Decorative Crafts, Cleveland, Ohio. 79 cents on those. And then, I don't know what's in here. Ooh, yuck. Just got my fabric dirty. Looks like a chain. Piece of chain. And strands of pearls. Little tiny pearls. Another small bag of faux pearl, 69 cents. And then these are necklaces. There's a blue and gold. And there's a pink and gold. We have a pink pearl. This one's a 5 millimeter size, and it looks like it was 98 cents. Pretty. Here's a larger blue one. This was $1.05 for 8 millimeter. Small one again in the round in that gray blue color. And 5 millimeter pearl. And I don't know if these are the colors it was originally or it aged to this color. I want to think it aged because I see that looks a little lighter than these over here. So I bet that's quite old. And then there's some of these little metal, well, they're plastic trinkets. They're buttons, actually, where I cut off the shanks and glue them down. And they had several of these. They're to make pins, but I only got one silver and one gold. That adds some weight to a journal, so I don't know if I'll actually use those. And some more buttons. These look like they might be kind of spring-fall. So maybe more spring. Looks like a monstera leaf, a watering can butterfly. Flowers are in there. And then these are black beads, but they are not strung. So that's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. And then I also found some old cards with snaps on them. 70 cents, 90 cents, 10 cents. So you know that one is old. 40 cents. Interesting, they're all different prices. Eversnap size 0, no price on that one, in 29. And that's great for a baby journal. And they're cute. That. I found this recipe book. I thought, oh, that's cute. They're shaped like a rolling pin. Well, I wish I would have paid more attention because, no, they're not. They're just the same size as an index card, and it's spiral bound. That's all right. I can tear them out and stick them in a journal. Oh, it's open. Let's see. They're nothing special on the inside. And it's thin paper. Maybe the point is to just stand it up. It's not a bad concept, but it would be nicer if those were thicker. Like a index card. And then I also found these pieces of Battenberg. They're by Daisy Kingdom, and there's 3 pieces in there. And those might be nice on a journal cover. Oh, there's still more beads in the bag. More blue. See how they're strung. That's a pretty good amount. I like the color. And I picked this up at one of the estate sales. Can't tell if it was ever used or not. It doesn't look like. But I like to add texture if I can in the journals. Oh, I should cut both sides. There we go. So for $2, kind of nice. It's got backing on it so the glue won't ooze through, which is nice. Look, nice colors. I don't think I've seen anything like this at Hobby Lobby. So I got that. And last but not least, I came across this pack of cardstock. And it doesn't say, it just says 50 sheets. I don't know what the weight of it is, but supposedly they're Christmas colors. So it looks like red, black, a dark green, maybe an olive green that has faded over time, and a Christmas green. And chances are that pen, which looks to be gold, will not work. This house was so thick with so much stuff in it, glassware for days. These people are going to have so much work ahead of them to get all of that stuff out of the house. It was unreal, and they've had the sale at 2 or 3 weekends already, and it doesn't even appear like they make a dent in it. There was so much stuff, but I got what I could and what I thought I could use. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video with all my wonderful treasures that I found, and I hope to be back really soon. I'm almost completely done with 2 fashion journals. Most of the items are from the 40s to the 60s, I believe. And some of the clothes are great, and some of them are a hoot. So I hope to be back really soon with those. In the meantime, take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.